The following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
It's now time for high school basketball here on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, WTNS. Stick around, the pregame show coming up here on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live is a production of WTNS Radio and Claxon Communications.
American National Life Insurance, you get coverage options that can be tailored to your individual or group needs, including whole life, term life, and universal life insurance. That combined with an agent who is ready to provide knowledgeable personal service for your financial security. Let the John Inello Insurance Agency be your insurance ally. Call us today at 740-295-9460. American National Insurance Company, Galveston, Texas.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center's urgent care is now open. When the unexpected happens, you can count on urgent care to get you back in the game. With a quick walk-in visit, you can be back on the road to recovery. Urgent care is located at 406 South 15th Street in Coshocton, open 7 days a week with no appointment needed. Visit coshoctonhospital.org to learn more. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
You can't be an outlaw without breaking a few rules. It's our new independent 3-link suspension and the feel of 1,000 cc's of turf-defying power. It's a tougher-than-nails attitude that leaves a clean cut and every other mower in its wake. There's a new class of outlaws in bad boy country. Rule breakers, every one.
Get your bad boy mower at the Power Shop, County Road 9, West Lafayette, 740-545-9011.
Bad boy mowers. Mow with an attitude.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
Also, a fifth-year head basketball coach for the Riverview Lady Bears, that is Marty Bice, a record of 3-15 on the season. Marty, just talk about this team. Obviously, under a lot of unclassed winter team coming into the season. You kind of tackle on top of that all the things that have happened throughout the year. Just thoughts on this team and how this team has progressed throughout the season.
Well, it's been a very tough season, and the main thing is we've started and restarted about 2 or 3 different times, and with young kids that's not set in their ways, it makes it tough to get some continuity and the plain and simple just get to where we need to be in the future.
Facing this West Holmes team today, of course, the team you faced and fell to earlier this season at your place. What do you remember for that meeting taking on West Holmes?
Well, I know the Sprang girl is sort of the engine that keeps them going, so we're going to have to try to keep her down as much as we can. But, in our situation, it's pretty much take care of what we can do. And we can't turn the ball over. We got to rebound, and we got to play good defense and give us opportunities to score on the offensive end. I know West Holmes isn't a big team, so they're going to try to put pressure on us like they did the first time, and it's going to come down to whether we can handle the pressure and try to get the ball down the floor.
You mentioned to handle the pressure. In addition to that, just playing hard in a game like this. One game type of situation, obviously, these girls are going to come out here and play hard.
Oh, yeah. And you got your seniors that the younger kids are playing for. And, that's the beauty of tournament play. It's, you either come today and get it done, to move on. And that adds a little extra excitement to the game.
Marty, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
That's the voice of Riverview Lady Bears head basketball coach, Marty Bice.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Inslee Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to insleeagency.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Drennan from the Jeff Drennan Dealerships, and it's time to talk about the power of 3. What is the power of 3? It's 3 dealerships, 3 times the selection, 3 times the service, and 3 times the people, and always the best deal. The power of 3 gives you 9 all-American made brands from GM, Chrysler, and Ford. Simply put, the Power of 3 means you are covered. Look no further than the Jeff Drennan dealerships and the Power of 3 for your next vehicle purchase. Visit us today at jeffdrennan.com.
Shopton Opportunity School is one of 86 high school dropout prevention and credit recovery programs in the state of Ohio. We received a rating of exceeds standards in all graduation areas on our state report card. The Opportunity School has the #1 graduation rate of the 86 similar programs in the state. We're proud of the efforts of our students and staff to attain that ranking. It's a rewarding experience for all of our staff to see our students earn their high school diplomas.
Call the Coshocton Opportunity School at 740-622-3600 or call Becky at 740-295-7626.
The 2021 Ford Bronco Sport is finally here at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and I would like to personally invite you in to test drive Ford's exciting addition to the small SUV segment. Also, the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 has arrived too. How do you improve the best truck on the market? You do it with a power up and down tailgate that doubles as a workbench, available onboard generators, and an available hybrid powertrain. Check out the all-new Bronco Sport and 21 F-150 soon at Village Motors in Millersburg.
What's the perfect snack food? Well, let me give you a hint. It comes in a variety of flavors. You can eat it with your fingers. It doesn't leave a mess. It's good for you, and it's very affordable. Have you guessed yet? It's cheese, and nobody does it better than Pearl Valley cheese. Pearl Valley offers over 25 different kinds of cheese, including mild Swiss, pepper jack, mozzarella, Colby Longhorn, smoky cheddar, provolone, and American. For the perfect snack or complement to any meal, don't forget the cheese. Pearl Valley cheese is located on State Route 93, or give them a call at 545-6002.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Albertson Lawrence do the shopping for you. They will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claims service. Call Albertson Lawrence today at 740-622-0572.
Products not available in all states.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
West Holmes is the 3 seed of this year's Division II East 2 District. They're taking on the 16 seed Riverview today, and the winner of this game moves on to the district semifinals next Thursday, February 25th at 7 p.m. against either the 4 seed Maysville or the 15 seed Indian Valley, as Indian Valley won 55-51 in their pigtail game over St. Clairsville. So the Lady Braves will take on Maysville today in their sectional championship over at Maysville. And lower half of this bracket has the number 7 seed Philo today playing host to the 11 seed Steubenville, and also the 2 seed Indian Creek is hosting the 17 seed Meadowbrook. Winners of those two games will again square off in the sectional championship, also the district semifinals, I should say, next Thursday, the 25th at 7 p.m. Other area games today, girls Division III sectional championship basketball, Manchester at Waynedale, of course, going on. And also later on tonight, boys regular season basketball, West Holmes at Mansfield Senior, and also in Division III sectional tournament basketball for WTNS, Edison is at Ridgewood. McRae alongside Scott Miller for the broadcast for this afternoon. West Holmes taking on Riverview in the dungeon in sectional championship basketball. You saw the matchup earlier this year, Scott, where West Holmes won 47-24. What was your observations from that previous meeting between these two teams?
Well, first of all, West Holmes did not get off to a great start, as Lindsey Snyder referred to prior to tonight's game or to this afternoon's game. And but you know, throughout that game, typical of West Holmes, their defense, once they were able to get their full court defense unleashed, they were able to start turning, helping or causing a turnover by Riverview. and then they pretty much moved on from there. West Holmes did not shoot particularly well in that first game, but again, anytime that you face West Holmes, you're going to be facing a pretty staunch defense, and that was the case when we saw those teams play back in December.
We'll see what happens this afternoon. We'll take a break and come back. Scott Miller will have this afternoon's starting lineups in the opening tip on WTNS and WKLM.
I'm Malcolm. I'm a commercial cash management specialist, but I'm also a leader and a musician.
At Park National Bank, we're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. You get personal attention and direct access to a caring, compassionate banker who respects and responds to your needs and goals. Find Malcolm or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more. Member FDIC, parknationalbank.com.
Don't let their name fool you. At Coshocton Brake and Supply, they do a whole lot more than just brakes. They can order tires, do alignments and suspension work, offer engine diagnostics, oil changes and tune-ups, and air conditioning service. And don't forget about their free nationwide auto repair warranty. But it doesn't stop there. Coshocton Brake and Supply also offers new hydraulic hoses and fittings and hydraulic hose repairs. That's Coshocton Brake and Supply, located at 601 Walnut Street, or call them at 740-622-0595.
This is Randy Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. We've been feeding champion show animals since 1983, bringing you the best in supplements for your horses and livestock to help them look and perform their best. Whether in a show ring, pulling a plow, your buggy, or just pets in the field, they can look and feel their best with DAC.
Find a dealer near you at feeddac.com or call the office at 800-921-9121 and talk to Trapper Troyer for details. And always remember to feed DAC.
Today's starting lineups being brought to you by Finish Line Auto Body, located on the north side of Millersburg. If your car is damaged, the best place to get it back in the game is at Finish Line Auto Body. Also brought to you today by the Home Loan Savings Bank. For all your banking needs, visit the Home Loan Savings Bank with offices in Coshocton, West Lafayette, and Mount Vernon. Now for today's starting lineups, here's Scott Miller.
For the visiting Riverview Lady Bears with a record of 3-15, coached by Coach Marty Bice. Starting for the Riverview Lady Black Bears, number 5, a 5'5" junior, Jalen Williamson. Number 12, a 5'3" sophomore, Preston Patterson. Number 52, playing a guard position, a 5'5" senior, Emily Jaquay. Number 32, a 6' junior, she's a post player, Aliyah Better. And a 5'10" forward and senior, number 11, Aaliyah Hardesty. Those are the starting lineups for the Riverview Lady Black Bears. For the host team, the 17-4 West Holmes Lady Knights, starting this afternoon. Number 5, a guard, 5'6" senior, Hannah Rohr. Also at guard, number 0, 5'7" senior, Alicia Alexander. Number 4, a 5'4" junior, that is Kinsey Patterson. Number 14, a 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Ella McMillan. And number 33, a 5'9" senior for West Holmes. Her scoring average this season, 15.5 points per game, 6.7 rebounds per game. That's number 33, Katie Sprang.
And the starting line is brought to you by the Home Loan Savings Bank and also Finish Line Auto Body. Mac Ray alongside Scott Miller and Brogan Steimel back at WKLM Sports Central. And also tonight on FM 95.3 as well as WKLMFM.com. But also this afternoon we have Facebook Live. Of course, our live feed being brought to you by Claxton Communications. You can check out the full video on our Facebook page due to Claxton Communications this afternoon. Possibly won by Riverview going right to left in the first half of play in the dungeon. On the left wing, picked up by Preston Patterson, picks it up and the pass goes out top. We're in the foul line, ball deflected away and stolen by Alexander. And grabbed by West Holmes into the front court. Alexander to the bucket, her layup off the glass, going to be good. Turnover on Riverview. West Holmes gets the bucket, and the Lady Knights have a 2-0 lead. Alicia Alexander with that steal and the layup. Full pressure is on. Riverview basketball. Across the timeline, pass goes to Emily Jakeway. Dribbles it out top, gets called for traveling. That'll be the second turnover early on Riverview. Riverview, of course, had 32 turnovers in that meeting with West Holmes earlier this season in that Lady Knights win in this matchup. West Holmes with the basketball going left to right in this first half. Kinsey Patterson across the timeline. Pass goes to Alexander high on the left side. Back to Patterson in front of the midcourt line. Patterson's pass goes inside, going to be deflected away out of bounds, and that'll be off of the Lady Bears in Elia Benner, so it will stay with West Holmes. Lady Knights to inbound at near side, for that near side corner in the front court. Sprang pass goes into the hands of Kinsey Patterson. She'll dribble it out top. Now on the left wing, they hand her Roar. Out top to Sprang. Sprang dribbles it to the foul circle, lost it, picks it back up, hands it off now to Ella McMillan. Bounce pass to the left wing, too strong off the hands of Alexander, and out of bounds. That'll be West Holmes' first turnover of this first quarter. The Warehouse Steak and Sign is proud to sponsor today's Player of the Game. Tonight, the Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and also an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak and Sign. Lady Bears basketball across the timeline. Here's Preston Patterson. Dribbles it to the right wing. Now to the foul line. Lobs it inside. Grabbed by Better. She'll make it up and in. Aaliyah Better with that bucket ties this game up at 2 apiece. West Holmes ball quickly to the other end. The layup by McMillan, no good. Rebound going to be hauled in by Riverview. Lady Bears with that rebound. Pulled down by Emily Jacob. And meanwhile, the pass at midcourt going to be stolen away. Tied up. As he dive after the basketball, handball error does point to West Holmes, so that will be a Lady Bear turnover. And West Holmes will take it the other way. Third turnover on Riverview in this first quarter. And to win it, Alicia Alexander. Near side in the backcourt, inbounds it to Kinsey Patterson. Patterson will rock it across the half-court line. Dribbles it down to the right wing. Bumped, pass to the right block to Sprang. Backs it in. She's double-teamed. Shot by Sprang up off the glass. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Katie Sprang's hands. And it will be Riverview basketball. 6:09 to play in the first quarter. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Girls Division II Sectional Championship basketball from West Holmes. Embedded to Elia Better. She'll dribble it at three-quarter score. Met defensively by Sprang. Her pass grabbed now by Jakeway, who dribbles it across the timeline. Fell down and stolen away by Alexander. Alexander to the bucket. Her layup off the glass is good. Alicia Alexander has all 4 points for West Holmes. The Lady Knights will take their second lead at 4-2. Full pressure on. Inbounded to Elia Better. Her pass proceed now by Patterson. Back to Better in the backcourt. Now three-quarter score. It goes over to the Hardesty, but stolen away. McMillan's shot off the glass going to be no good. Rebound grab by Elle McMillan. Her put back off the glass, no good again. Hips it in the hands down to Alexander. She'll kick it out top. Grabbed now by Elle McMillan. Her three-pointer's up and knocks it down. Couldn't make the layup. She knocks it down from deep, however, and West Holmes, as a result, will take a 7-2 lead with 5:27 to play in this first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WTNS and WKLM.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan from Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. February is all about interest-free money during the President's Day sales event. Ram is now offering 0% financing plus $3,000 consumer cash on all 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for 3 years running. In the market for a sport utility? Get 0% for 84 months on 2021 Jeep Cherokee and Compass or 0% for 72 months on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Dodge Durango. Hurry in during the President's Day sales event only at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
She has a stolen right back, however, at midcourt. Chased down on the steal on the far side by Kayla Shrimplin. Riverview basketball across the timeline. Here's Jalen Williamson. Pass inside, grabbed, and throw it inside the paint goes to Better. Her dribble. Now layup off the glass by Better is no good. Rebound hold in by Katie Sprang. Long pass by Sprang to the front court. Received by Patterson, now to the right wing. Out top to Spring, wide open for a three-pointer. It's up and knocked down. Katie Spring, her first 3 points. Great ball movement by the Lady Knights results in a 10-2 lead. 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Full court pressure is on. Aliyah Better dribbles it at three-quarters court for the Black Bears. Her pass goes over to the hands of Aaliyah Hardesty. Now across the timeline, grabbed by Striplin. Her pass to the corner, stolen away, actually off the hands of Alexander, couldn't quite corral it. And she'll knock it out of bounds, so it will stay with Riverview. Lady Bears to inbound at near side corner. This game brought to you in part by REM 5 Point Auto Sales. Stop in and see the great selection of clean, newer vehicles at REM 5 Point Auto Sales, 1102 Chestnut Street in Coshocton, or 740-623-2200. Pass to the left block, goes inside to Aliyah Better, and she'll bank it up and in. And Better has all 4 points now for the Lady Bears. And West Holmes a 10-4 lead. Long pass to the front court. That snapped an 8-0 West Holmes run. That pass to the corner grab by McMillan. Her cross-court pass goes to Alexander. Into the corner grab now. The dribble by Spring. Spring to the baseline. Her drive. Shot off the last. No good, but she will draw a foul. Katie Spring will go to the foul line now to shoot 2 free throws. That'll be the first team foul on either team so far in this first quarter of play. And that foul called on Aliyah Better. Her first personal foul, of course. Katie Spring at the foul line, 5'9" senior, averaging 15.5 a game to lead West Holmes in scoring and 6.5 rebounds per contest. She had 24 points and 9 boards against Riverview earlier this season. Also a 65% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. She has 4 points this afternoon. 11-4 Lady Knights. 4:06 to play first quarter. Second free throw up and knocked it down and makes them both 5 points down for Spring. 12-4 West Holmes. Full court pressure is on. That pass grabbed by Patterson. Her pass to midcourt going to be stolen away by Alexander. And chased down on that. Turnover to the 7th on Riverview. That pass, meanwhile, by Spring from midcourt. Tried to throw it inside, but threw it away. And that will be a West Holmes turnover, their third. Full court pressure on again by the Lady Knights. Inbounded to Aliyah Better. Her pass grabbed by Jakeway. Now across the timeline, deflected and stolen back away by Claire Reynolds, who's back in the game. She throws a wild pass, but grabbed by Spring. Into the front court, received by Alexander. Dribbles it to the foul line, to the lane, layup by Spring. No good, but she was thrown to the floor. And West Holmes really attacking the basket in this first quarter. You can tell that's part of the game plan today, being aggressive, as Lindsey Snyder talked about. That'll be the second team foul on Riverview. That's the first on Preston Patterson. Free throw by Alexander is up, going to be no good. Alicia Alexander, 5'7" senior, averaging just under 5 a game and 4.3 rebounds per contest. Had 2 points and 4 boards in that previous meeting with Riverview. A 75% free throw shooter. Second free throw is up, going to be knocked down, splits a pair. A little different style, no dribble before those free throws. But it works for her. She has now 5 points. 13-4 West Holmes, pressure is on and going to be tied up as they get the hand on the basketball with Jalen Williamson for Riverview, but the arrow will point to the Lady Bears and they'll keep the basketball. Hannah Rohr back in for West Holmes, and she will replace Allie McMillan, who's in for a short stint. 13-4 West Holmes.
Everything working for West Holmes at this point, according to Coach Snyder's plan.
No doubt. Here's Kayla Striplin in the backcourt. Double team and stolen away. And it was stolen by Katrina Rollins. Her layup with the left hand after the steal is going to be good. Rollins off the bench in her first 2 points. 15-4 West Holmes. That's the 9th Riverview turnover. That pass at midcourt going to be grabbed across the timeline by Lily Yoder, but then she got called for traveling. That'll be turnover number 10 now for the Lady Bears. Don't let your home be without power. Call Holmesville Electric, your local Generac automatic standby generator dealer. Holmesville Electric has factory-certified technicians and carries a full line of parts and service kits for all your Generac needs. Call 330-279-4522. West Holmes ball. Pass goes out top now to Melanie Fair. On the right wing to Alexander. Back in the corner goes to Hannah Rohr. Her three-pointer high in the air, going to be no good. Rebound grabbed and chased down by Shrimplin. Lady Bears basketball. Here's Williamson. At three-quarters court, hands it off. Now the dribble across the timeline by Patterson. Goes out top with it to Jakeway. She'll dribble it to the foul circle. Jakeway drive. Picks it up. Knocked loose on the floor. Diving after the basketball. Going to be tied up again. This time the held ball arrow points to West Holmes. And now the Lady Bears have their 11th turnover this afternoon. Also, at the conclusion of this contest, for the WKLM listeners, we'll be announcing the Subway player of the game as that player receives one complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subways in Millersburg. Lady Knights basketball at 15-4. Rollins' pass goes to the corner, grabbed by Claire Reynolds. Out top with it now to Hannah Rohr. On the left corner, grabbed by Rollins. Out top of the pass to Fair. Fair to the foul line. Pass left wing goes to Claire Reynolds. Drive. Lane runner by Reynolds off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped to the corner. Out of bounds off the hands of Katie Spring. So we'll be Riverview basketball. They'll get the team rebound. This game brought to you in part by Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home, where they offer their services with compassion, care, dignity, and also 70 years of tradition. You can trust Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home now and in the future. Riverview will beat the pressure this time, and dribbling across the timeline is 5'7" sophomore Lily Yoder. Yoder with it out top, guarded by Sprang. Pass goes left wing into the hands now of Kelsey Bowman. Bowman dribbles it out top. Cross-court pass goes to the corner. Received now by Patterson. Patterson out top. Comes to a jump stop. Shovels a pass to the corner. Grabbed by Jaquay. Dribbles it to the foul line. Backs it up now to the right point. Jaquay dribbles at left point. Now picks up her dribble. Bounce pass goes high on the right. Into the hands now again of Lily Yoder. In pass inside goes to a cutting teammate. Instead stolen away by Katie Sprang. Sprang to the front court for West Holmes. Crossover to the foul line to the lane. Layup by Sprang, going to be good. What a move by Katie Sprang. She has 7 first quarter points. West Holmes a 17-4 lead. 1:33 to play in the first quarter. That's certainly what Sprang can do.
Yeah, she's got a lot of energy already. I can see it. When Katie hits a couple shots early on, it just feeds the defense, just as all of the Lady Knights.
7-0 run by West Holmes. Focal pressure on again. Review with the basketball. Passed across the timeline. Deflected and stolen away by Kenzie Patterson. Patterson's pass inside. Goes to Katie Sprang. Head fake. Layup by Sprang off the glass and in. Katie Sprang has 9 points off the assist from Kenzie Patterson. Timeout Riverview with 1:17 to play first quarter. It's West Holmes 19 and Riverview 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WTNS and WKLM.
Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan from Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. February is all about interest-free money during the President's Day sales event. Ram is now offering 0% financing plus $3,000 consumer cash on all 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for 3 years running. In the market for a sport utility? Get 0% for 84 months on 2021 Jeep Cherokee and Compass or 0% for 72 months on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Dodge Durango. Hurry in during the President's Day sales event only at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Sugar Creek, Holmesville, and New Bedford. West Holmes currently on a 9-0 run, and they have the full court pressure on once again. Review to inbound it into the hands of Elia Better. She's double teamed. Bounce pass in the backcourt. Now the dribble by Jaquay. Double team. Her pass three-quarter score goes to the Shrimplin. Shrimplin across the half-court line. Dribbles it right to the foul line. Her 50-footer's no good. Rebound off the bounce. Grabbed by Katie Sprang. Lady Knights basketball. Sprang across the half-court line. Dribbles it to the baseline. Cut off. Picks it out top to Kenzie Patterson. Cross-court pass the corner to cutting Ella McMillan. McMillan shot off the last, no good. Rebound tipped up in the air, fought for, and finally grabbed by Elia Better. Lady Bears basketball down 19-4, under a minute to play in the first quarter. Down to 45 seconds. The pass going to be stolen away, however, by McMillan near midcourt. Her pass knocked out of bounds off of the Lady Bears and Kelsey Bowman, so West Holmes will have it to inbound beneath their own backboard after the 14th Riverview turnover. 39.9 seconds to play in the first. Inbound to the corner of the Sprang. Sprang to the baseline. Nobody picked her up. Now the layup no good, however. Rebound put back is good by Ella McMillan. McMillan has 5. 21-4 lead for West Holmes on an 11-0 run. That pass stolen away against the press by Kenzie Patterson. Now to Allie McMillan. McMillan's shot's no good. Rebound hauled in by Lily Yoder. Her pass to the corner goes out of bounds but deflected by the Lady Knights, so it will be Riverview basketball. In the event of an accident, Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton. Review basketball, 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Jaquay dribbles it to the foul line. Lost it, and on the force, stolen away by Allie McMillan. 2 seconds. Her pass inside goes to Patterson, and that'll do it here for the first quarter of action. Through one period from the dungeon. It's West Holmes 21 and Riverview 4. This is girls sectional championship basketball on WTNS and WKLM.
Hi, this is Lydia from the Coshocton Coffee Connection. If you're wanting to get out of the office for lunch, the Coshocton Coffee Connection welcomes you to dine in with us or use our convenient drive-thru. Try our turkey bacon club, BLT, grilled cheese, or a chicken salad or egg salad on a croissant. Don't forget to pair it with your favorite hot, frozen, or iced drink. Stop by the Coshocton Coffee Connection or call in your order at 623-3234.
Coshocton Dentistry offers professional, state-of-the-art dental care in a small-town practice. Doctors Brian Dunlap and Patrick Lopper and their entire team are dedicated to educating you with the help of digital technology to give personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Their goal is to simply help their patients keep all their teeth for a lifetime in maximum comfort, function, and aesthetics. Coshocton Dentistry is currently accepting new patients. To schedule your appointment with the local professionals at Coshocton Dentistry, give them a call at 740-622-5774 or stop by 448 Main Street in Coshocton. Visit their website, CoshoctonDentistry.com.
Bowman to the baseline, pass to the left block, goes inside the better. Her pass goes across the lane now and received on that right block and banked in for Riverview. And getting that shot to go in was Olivia Spalding in her first 2 points of the game. West Holmes ball up 21-6. That's snapped at 11-0. West Holmes run by that Spalding make. Here's Spring to the baseline. Cut off. She's double teamed. Shot by Spring off the rim. Rolls off, and it's no good. Rebound grab by Olivia Spalding. That pass to Better, a three-quarter score now across the timeline. The pass deflected away but grabbed now by Williamson. She'll shovel it inside. And shot going to be up and good by Olivia Spalding again. 2 straight buckets by Spalding. She has 4. And a 21-8 lead now for West Holmes. 4-0 run by the Lady Bears. And down to the front court, pass to Alexander. Cross her pass down to an open Kenzie Patterson. Her three-pointers off the mark. Rebound grabbed, however, by Rohr. West Holmes ball still. Out top to Alexander. Back to Hannah Rohr. Her three-pointer for the right wing is up and no good. Rebound going to be corralled by Jaquay. She's double-teamed, dribbles it. Double-teamed again. Finally a foul will be called. That'll be the first team foul on West Holmes in this first half. Alexander will pick up that foul, her first personal. First quarter numbers, courtesy of Scott Miller. West Holmes 2 for 3 from three-point distance for 67%. Riverview did not attempt the three-point basket. West Holmes 6 for 16 from two-point range. Riverview was 2 for 4 for 50%. West Holmes 3 of 4 for the foul line for 75%. Lady Bears did not attempt a foul shot in that first quarter. Riverview ball here in the second quarter. Pass by Jaquay. Goes to Aliyah Better in the left block. Her shot's no good. Rebound knocked away, but a foul is going to be called after going after that rebound. Riverview out-rebounded West Holmes 6-4 in the first. However, 16 turnovers for the Lady Bears, 3 turnovers for the Lady Knights in that first quarter of play. Last foul on Ella McMillan, her first personal for West Holmes. Riverview to inbound it. Pass goes left of the foul line to Spalding. Her pass goes on the right elbow to Aliyah Better. Now a three-pointer for the right wing is up no good by Williamson. And rebound is hauled in by Alicia Alexander. West Holmes ball. Alexander to the front court. Into the corner to Spring. Her three-pointers up are going to be good. Katie Spring has 12 points, her second three-pointer this afternoon.
And she's now 2 of 2 beyond the arc.
A 24-8 lead for the Lady Knights. 6 minutes to play in the first half. Girls Division II Sectional Championship basketball from West Holmes. Here's the pass by Bowman across the timeline. Stolen away by Ella McMillan. McMillan to the front court. Fast break opportunity. Drive to the lane. Her layup left hand going to missed the shot. Kind of lost her balance and missed everything and knocked out of bounds. And it will be Riverview basketball. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway player of the game as that player receives 1 complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subways in Millersburg. Riverview ball in the backcourt. The dribble by Preston Patterson. Her pass goes across the timeline. Received on the dribble by Jaquay. She'll dribble it to the lane. Jaquay has a knock loose. Under the bucket. Pass across the lane goes to Spalding. Spalding's shot's no good. Rebound fall for grab by Aliyah Better. She'll bake it up and in. Aliyah Better has 6 points for the 6-foot junior post player. 24-10 lead for West Holmes. Lady Knights have a pass in the corner. Goes over to Hannah Rohr. Rohr's three-pointer's no good. Rebound hauled in by Olivia Spalding. Riverview ball trailing by 14. Spalding, actually Jaquay double team. Pass across the lane. Grab by a wide open Olivia Spalding. Lost her dribble initially, grabbed it. Her shot no good. Rebound to the corner, chased down by Kenzie Patterson. Patterson across the half-court line. Her pass right wing, a wide open Katie Spring. Her three-pointer's up, going to be no good. Hit the bar above the backboard after that miss, so it will be Riverview basketball. Thompson Memorials, just a mile west of Millersburg on State Route 39, is the full-service monument company. Best wishes to all the area teams from Thompson Memorials. 24-10 West Holmes. Full court pressure is on. Embedded to Hardesty. Now three-quarters court to Williamson. Across the timeline goes back to Hardesty. Aaliyah Hardesty dribbles it between the circles, working against Katrina Rollins for West Holmes. Now dribbles the left wing, spins around out top. Her pass goes right to the foul line to Spalding, deflected away. Diving grab by Spalding. And going to be a travel call. Asher grabbed that ball. And Riverview in disagreement there. That'll be the 18th turnover on the Lady Bears this afternoon. West Holmes ball up 24-10. Pass to the front court, grabbed by Allie McMillan. Into the corner, grab now by Mia Halverson. Out top on the near side, back to Claire Reynolds. Back to McMillan. Her pass on the left point now to Katrina Rollins. On the right wing to Allie McMillan. Dribbles it to the baseline. Her pass goes out top. Nobody there. Finally chased down by Claire Reynolds. Reynolds between the circles. Dribbles the right point. Shovels the right side over to McMillan. Or the right block to Mia Halverson. Around the foul line to Melanie Fair. Fair shot up. Going to be no good. Rebound grab by Elia Better. Riverview ball down 14. There's the pass across the timeline received by Elia Better. On the right wing now to Leah Hardesty. Around the foul line to Williamson. Williamson dribbles it, pass to the left block, goes inside to Leah Hardesty, Hardesty shot's no good, but she will be fouled. And that'll be the second team foul on West Holmes. In the first half, Melanie Fair has that foul, her first. Leah Hardesty, 5'10" senior. That free throw up going to be no good by the left-hander. She'll have one more to go. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor today's player of the game. That player of the game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steakenstein. That free throw up no good on the second attempt as well. Rebound to Rollins. West Holmes ball. Rollins across the timeline. Her pass on the left wing to Melanie Fair. Fair to the corner. Kicks it out top to Rollins. Rollins' three-pointers up are going to be good. Katrina Rollins has 5 points. Her first three-pointer this afternoon. 27-10 West Holmes. Full court pressure on. Lady Bears with it. Here's Hardesty in the backcourt. Met defensively by Rollins. Her pass at three-quarters court received now by Williamson, who will cross the timeline. Williamson dribbles it out top. Working against Melanie Fair. Her bounce pass goes to the right wing to Hardesty. Hardesty looking, pass inside, goes to a cutting teammate, Lily Yoder. Her shot no good. Rebound to the four, going to be chased after, and going to be tied up. Held ball arrow points to West Holmes. They'll get the team rebound. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is now accepting new patients. They specialize in sports medicine as well as joint, low back, and neck pain. And they believe in integrated approach through massage, chiropractic, nutrition, and state-of-the-art therapies to achieve their goal. Here's the runner and shot by Allie McMillan, no good. Rebound grabbed inside by Lily Yoder. For their patients to regain their health as quickly as responsibly as possible. It is Riverview basketball. Over to Lily Yoder on the left point. Dribbles it to the foul line, to the lane. Runner by Yoder, off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Melanie Fair. Her pass to the front court received by Howerson. She'll find a cutting teammate. That's going to be inside to Allie McMillan. McMillan missed the layup. Rebound grabbed by Williamson now. Lady Bears ball. Williamson will race it across the half-court line. Williamson to the bucket, cut off. Her shot off the glass, no good. Good chase down defense by Rollins that caused that miss. Rebound by Melanie Fair. She'll take it herself across the half-court line. 2:10 to play in the first half. West Holmes with the ball and up 27-10. Now to Melanie Fair. Back on the right wing goes to Rollins. Dumps it to the right block inside the Halverson. Picks it out top down to Melanie Fair. Drive to the lane. Swoop shot by Fair. Off the glass, no good. Rebound juggled and grabbed by Elia Better. Outlets a pass for Riverview into the front court to Hardesty. Hardesty on the fast break. Goes crashing inside. Gets called for the charge. Drawing the charge, Katrina Rollins. That'll be the third team foul Riverview in the first half. Now, Leah Hardesty will have her first personal foul, and also they have their 19th turnover, does Riverview. So it'll be West Holmes basketball with 1:48 to play in the first half. Stop in for weekly specials along with a great selection in the deli, meat, and produce departments. For a fresh arrangement of flowers, check out the Posy Pad Floral Shop. Then before you head out, sign up for a Roadie's Rewards card at Roadie's IGA. West Holmes basketball on the front court. Pass goes to the corner to Katie Sprang. On the left wing, back to Alexander, back in the ballgame. Picks it up. Cross-court pass to Hannah Rohr. Rohr dribbles it out top. Now to Alexander. Minute and a half to play in the second quarter. On the left wing, goes to wide open Kenzie Patterson. Her three-pointer's up and no good. Rebound to the floor, now grabbed by Aaliyah Hardesty. Into the front court. Here's the dribble now for Preston Patterson. On the right wing, back over to Lily Yoder. She'll dribble it out top. Yoder has it for the Lady Bears with 1:12 in counting first half. Dribbles the right wing, pass to mid-post, goes to Hardesty. Double team. And shot inside going to be no good for Riverview. And the foul is called on that loose ball after that miss by Olivia Spalding. And it'll be the 14th foul on Riverview in this first half. So West Holmes will have it with 1:04 to play in the second quarter. And a 27-10 advantage. And across the timeline, here's the dribble by Kenzie Patterson on the right wing. That pass to a cutting Katie Spring. Her shot for the right block, no good. Some contact, no foul. And rebound going to be hauled in by Aaliyah Hardesty. Now three-quarters court, the pass goes to Yoder. Across the timeline, the Hardesty. Dribbles it to the left corner. Now to the, picks it up, pass to the left block, goes inside. Now to Olivia Spalding, her layup no good. Rebound grabbed, however, on the board here for the Lady Bears in Kayla Shrimplin. Shrimplin's three-pointer's no good. Rebound grabbed by Lily Yoder. Her shot blocked out of bounds by Ella McMillan, and it'll stay with Riverview. 28.9 seconds to play, second quarter. 27-10 lead for West Holmes. Riverview to inbound it beneath their own backboard. Pass to the corner, grabbed by Aaliyah Hardesty. Pass to the right block, goes inside now to Bowman. Bowman lobs it back out into the hands of Hardesty. Her three-pointer's up and no good. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be West Holmes basketball. 18 seconds to play. In the second quarter, West Holmes ball on the back baseline, up 27-10. All this month, get 5 tanning passes and get 1 free, or get 1 month unlimited tanning and split it with a friend at the Beach Club Tanning Salon on Glen Drive in Millersburg, also on West Main Street in Berlin. Final 14 seconds to play in the first half. West Holmes ball. Roars pass to the corner to Katie Sprang. Out top now to Kenzie Patterson. Pass inside by Patterson, deflected and stolen away. 3 seconds to play in the half. Bowman gets called for traveling before she made a pass. So back-to-back turnovers there. Now West Holmes has it with just 0.7 of a second to play in the second quarter. 20 turnovers in the first half for Riverview compared to 4 for West Holmes. Alexander side court to inbound it. Does so to Patterson. Her shot at the buzzer going to be up. Going to be no good, but almost went in off the rim. But that will do it for the first half from the Dungeon. Halftime score in Girls Division II Sectional Championship Basketball from West Holmes. It is West Holmes 27 and Riverview 10. Back around the recap the first half for you on WTNS and WKLM.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center's urgent care is now open. When the unexpected happens, you can count on urgent care to get you back in the game. With a quick walk-in visit, you can be back on the road to recovery. Urgent Care is located at 406 South 15th Street in Coshocton, open 7 days a week with no appointment needed. Visit CoshoctonHospital.org to learn more. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Hi, this is Jeff Drennan from the Jeff Drennan Dealerships, and it's time to talk about the power of 3. What is the power of 3? It's 3 dealerships, 3 times the selection, 3 times the service, and 3 times the people, and always the best deal. The Power of 3 gives you 9 all-American made brands from GM, Chrysler, and Ford. Simply put, the Power of 3 means you are covered. Look no further than the Jeff Drennan Dealerships and the Power of 3 for your next vehicle purchase. Visit us today at jeffdrennan.com.
Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home has been serving Coshocton area families for over 70 years. I am Jessica Paisley, and we are honored that so many of you have chosen Given Dawson Paisley. Our membership in the Dignity Memorial Network allows us to offer services that no other funeral home can offer. Whether you are pre-planning or in your time of need, Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home would be honored to serve your family now and in the future.
Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
In the nation, we know how it feels when a company doesn't treat you like a priority. You feel small. Or worst of all, like you're just a voice in a crowd. At Nationwide, we put members first. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, call Scott Boyer in Coshocton today at 740-622-2131.
Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval. Availability and details vary. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
The 2021 Ford Bronco Sport is finally here at Village Motors in Millersburg. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and I would like to personally invite you in to test drive Ford's exciting addition to the small SUV segment. Also, the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 has arrived too. How do you improve the best truck on the market? You do it with a power up and down tailgate that doubles as a workbench, available onboard generators, and an available hybrid powertrain. Check out the all-new Bronco Sport and 21 F-150 soon at Village Motors in Millersburg.
It is halftime in Girls Division II Sectional Championship Basketball from West Holmes. The Lady Knights have a 27-10 lead over Riverview here at halftime. And the first quarter of play, West Holmes actually closed out the first quarter on an 11-0 run, and they led 21-4 after the first. A little different story in the second quarter. Each team scoring 6 points in that second quarter. But West Holmes still with that 17-point lead at the half at 27-10. Leading the way for West Holmes in the first half, that was Katie Sprang. She was 2 for 3 from three-point distance and also 2 for 7 from two-point range, 2 for 2 from the foul line. Katie Spring had 12 points to lead all scores. Also scoring for West Holmes, it was 5 points apiece for Ella McMillan as well as Alicia Alexander, and 5 points for Katrina Rollins. And that would be closing out the scoring for West Holmes, their total of 27 in that first half. For Riverview leading the way, they had 2 players score in that first half. Leading the way was Aliyah Better. As for Better for the contest, she was 3 for 6 from two-point range for her total of 6 points. And also Olivia Spalding in the first half went 2 for 7 from two-point range for her total of 4 points. And that would be it for their scoring, their total of 10 points in that first half. Halftime score, West Holmes 27 and Riverview 10. Now for the first half team numbers, here's Scott Miller.
With West Holmes, the Lady Knights leading 27-10 over the Riverview Lady Black Bears. West Holmes was 4 of 11 beyond the arc for 36% in three-point shooting. Riverview attempted 2 3-pointers, did not hit either of their 2 or 3-point attempts. West Holmes was 6 of 23 from two-point range for 26%, while Riverview was 5 of 19, also for 26%. At the free throw line, West Holmes attempted 4 free throws, hit 3 of those in that first quarter for 75%, while Riverview went to the line twice, were 0 for 2 for 0% from the charity stripe. West Holmes was out-rebounded by the Lady Black Bears 22-13 on several of those West Holmes missed shots, while Riverview ended up with 20 turnovers due to that high-pressure West Holmes defense in the first half, while West Holmes had 4 turnovers in half number 1.
Individual rebounding-wise in that first half, West Holmes led in rebounding by Melanie Fair, as well as Ella McMillan. They each had 2 rebounds in the first half, and also Katie Spring had 2 boards. For Riverview leading the way, Aliyah Better had 5 rebounds, 2 came at the offensive end, and 3 boards also for Olivia Spalding. Halftime score, West Holmes up 27-10, and obviously West Holmes got that great start they wanted in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was pretty much as scripted by Coach Snyder, and the pressure was pretty relentless. I remember hearing you say West Holmes has sagged back to a half-court defense, but sometimes it works to their advantage, because once the team does get the ball over the court, then it closes down the amount of space that you have to move the ball around. And I think they ended up with 2 or 3 turnovers against the Black Bears once the Black Bears were able to get it into the front court. So, again, for West Holmes, that defense has led to a lot of quick points on steals and if it weren't for West Holmes struggling a little bit from inside 2-point range, missing several shots, this lead could be a lot bigger.
Winner of this game moves on to face either the 4-seed Maysville or the 15-seed Indian Valley, again in that district semifinal game next Thursday at 7 p.m. As well. 2017 lead at the half for West Holmes. Back with the second after this on WTNS and WKLM.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Do you need health care without the wait? Muskingum Valley Health Center's Urgent Care is now open to serve all residents in Coshocton and surrounding counties. From feeling under the weather to a sprained ankle, MVHC Urgent Care is here for all of your urgent healthcare needs. Simply walk in and be seen 7 days a week at the new MVHC Urgent Care located at 235 Kenwood Drive in Coshocton, directly across from Jeff Drennan Ford. MVHC Urgent Care, healthcare without the wait.
Hi, I'm Casey Newell from the Home Loan Savings Bank. As a community bank, we offer excellent mortgage rates with the personal service you need. We'll take the time to discuss all your options and get you a fast answer without having to call some out-of-state headquarters. Best of all, you'll be investing in your future and your community as well. We're an equal housing lender.
It's the kind of pride that you feel inside. We've got the hometown spirit.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
At 7:30, and also on WTNS we'll have boys Division III sectional tournament basketball from Ridgewood. Ridgewood playing host to Edison. Airtime approximately 6:45. Tip-off at 7 p.m. tonight from Ridgewood on WTNS. All ready for the start of the second half of this one. Girls Division II sectional championship basketball from the Dungeon. And Riverview has the ball going left to right in the second half. And a dribble by Preston Patterson between the circles, guarded tightly by Hannah Rohr. Patterson left wing has a poke loose by Rohr, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bears. Just into the third quarter, 27-10 lead for West Holmes. Patterson to inbound, does so to the corner to Emily Jaquay. Jaquay dribbles it out to the foul line, picks it up, and there's the travel going to be called on her, the 21st turnover this afternoon on Riverview. And Kenzie Patterson has it for the Lady Knights, going right to left in the second half. Patterson across the timeline. Pass goes to the left wing, the Rohr. Out top now to Alexander, who dribbles it to the right wing. Out top of the pass to Patterson, left wing to Hannah Rohr. Now to the left block goes to McMillan. Her cross-court pass stolen away by Jalen Williamson. The 5th turnover on West Holmes, but stolen right back by Katie Sprang, but she missed the layup. Rebound to the 4. Chased down by Rohr to the corner. Hits it back into the hands of Alicia Alexander. Drive to the lane, has a poke loose, stolen away. Stolen by Preston Patterson. West Holmes now their 6th turnover on the afternoon. Review ball, now Patterson to the corner. Pass goes out top. Received now by Jaquay. Cross-court pass to the corner, grab by Williamson. Her 18-footer's no good. Rebound going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands of Aaliyah Hardesty, and West Holmes will have the ball. Reminder again, at the conclusion of this contest this afternoon, we'll be announcing the Subway Player of the Game, as that player receives 1 complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subways in Millersburg. Lady Knights with it. Here's Patterson across the timeline. Her pass goes to Alexander with it high on the left. Gets the 2-3 zone defense of Review. Drive by Sprang. Cross-court pass to the corner to Rohr. Out top now to Kenzie Patterson. Patterson dribbles it. Out top to Alexander. She'll pick it up. Pass out top to Kinsey Patterson again. Dribbles it to the left wing. Into the corner to Sprang. Sprang's three-pointer's up, going to be no good. Rebound going to be corralled by Aaliyah Hardesty, and she's knocked to the floor. After that rebound, that'd be a foul on the Lady Knights, their first team foul of this third quarter of action. Hannah Rohr has that foul, her first. Embedded into the hands of Better. Double team. Gets the pass behind her to Emily Jakeway against that full court pressure. Jakeway against Alexander at three-quarters court, spins around, dribbles it across the timeline, lost it again, and deflected out of bounds by Alexander. So Riverview will have to inbound the ball once again, but Alexander once again just hounding everyone defensively. Riverview to inbound the ball, far side in the backcourt. 5'3" sophomore Preston Patterson had 6 points and 3 boards in that previous meeting this year against West Holmes. She'll inbound it into the hands of Williamson. Williamson to the left wing, picks it up, shovels it out top now to Jakeway. Her pass loose left to the foul circle, now to Hardesty, who dumps it inside to Aaliyah Better. The Better missed the layup. Rebound knocked into the hands of Katie Sprang. Sprang across the timeline for West Holmes. Now to the right wing. Takes it to the baseline. Cross-court pass to the other corner to Rohr. Out top to Alexander. Drive to the lane. Layup by Alexander. Off the last good, and she's fouled. Alicia Alexander with a chance for a three-point play at the foul line. That's a play there where Hannah Rohr had an open shot, but she passed off a good shot for a better opportunity on that drive to the bucket by Alexander.
Yeah, that was a great move to the basket by Alicia Alexander.
First team foul Riverview and second personal on Aaliyah Better. Alexander has 7 points now. Free throw up, going to be no good. Rebound corralled by Emily Jakeway. Riverview ball, Jakeway in the backcourt, picks it up. Pressured by Alexander. Gets the handoff behind her over to Aaliyah Hardesty. She'll lob it to the forecourt. Down to the corner trying to find a pass to Patterson, but knocked out of bounds. It'll be off of Ellen McMillan, and it will be Riverview basketball. Today's player of the game also brought to you by the Warehouse Steak and Stein, as the player of the game will receive a certificate for famous Warehouse cheeseburger and also their famous legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak and Stein in Roscoe Village. Ball inbounded, going to be a foul called on West Holmes on an inbounds pass, their second team foul. And it's on the shooting attempt for Aaliyah Hardesty. She'll be at the foul line to shoot two, the second personal on Alicia Alexander. Free throw by Hardesty, going to be off the back of the rim, no good for the 5'10 senior. She'll have one more to go. 29-10, West Holmes, 5:39 to play, third quarter. Second free throw by Hardesty is up. It's going to be no good. Missed them both. Rebound to the floor off the hands of a diving Ellen McMillan. Couldn't quite corral it, and it goes out of bounds. So Riverview will get that team rebound, and they'll have it to inbound to the left of their own backboard. Patterson looking to inbound the basketball. Nobody open. Finally shovels it out top to Jakeway. She'll dribble it to the lane. Cut off. Her pass to the right block to Aaliyah Better. Better shot off the side of the backboard. No good, but she'll be fouled by a backpedaling Katie Sprang. Third team foul West Holmes. Sprang has her first, and now Aaliyah Better is at the foul line to shoot two. 6-foot junior post player Aaliyah Better has 6 points on the afternoon. Free throw here is up, going to be knocked down. That's the first point of the second half for Riverview. And West Holmes leads it now 29-11. 5:32 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw by Better is up, going to be knocked down as well. She has 8 points. 29-12, West Holmes, they have the ball. Katrina Rollins will dribble it across the timeline, working against Williamson to the right wing. Picks it up, pass around the foul line to Sprang. Sprang's 15-footers up, no good. Rebound to the floor will be corralled by Aaliyah Better. Now it's a pass down to Hardesty in the backcourt. Her long pass in midcourt, stolen away by Allie McMillan. McMillan to the front court, down to the foul line. Into the corner goes to Katie Sprang. Her three-pointers up are going to be off the mark. Rebound juggle to grab by Jalen Williamson. Back to Aaliyah Better. Her pass in midcourt now to Jakeway. Hands it off to Patterson, who will cross the timeline. Patterson bumped and fouled. That blocking foul called on Allie McMillan. 14th foul on West Holmes. McMillan has her first. Pick up a Domino's pizza for after the game. Try a 3-topping pizza with any of their 5 crust options for only $7.99. Or keep the family happy with their $5.99 mix and also match deal. Call the Coshocton Domino's at 622-9345 or the Newcomerstown Domino's at 498-4131. Riverview ball, pass goes on the left point. Received on that far side to Jakeway. Dumps it inside and stolen away by Allie McMillan. She'll race it across the timeline. Rollins has it on the left wing. Her cross-court pass. Back in the corner to Alexander. Dribbles it to the corner, knocked out of bounds, however, by Emily Jakeway, and West Holmes will keep the basketball. With 4:37 to play in the third. 29-12 lead for West Holmes. Rollins to inbound. Her pass goes in the hands of Alexander. Out top to Melanie Fair. On the left point now to Allie McMillan. Her three-pointer's up and good. Allie McMillan knocking it down from deep. Her first points of the afternoon for the 5'4 freshman. 32-12 West Holmes. Full court pressure is on. Pass to Jakeway. Down and out of bounds by Alexander, but Riverview will keep the basketball. Troy Miller Agency in Shreve and Berlin, your local insurance independent agent. They are a working team for all your insurance needs. Call the Shreve office at 567-2626 or the Berlin office at 893-2446. Pass in the front court goes to Preston Patterson. Her three-pointer for the right wing is up and no good. Rebound grabbed by Elia Better. Puts it back up, no good. Rebound to Melanie Fair. Now it's a pass to Alexander. She'll take it across the timeline. Alexander to the foul line, to the lane. Up balance shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Lily Yoder. Now to Preston Patterson. Into the front court to Elia Better. Holds on to the basketball. Now dribbles it against Melanie Fair. Her pass goes to the right block inside to Preston Patterson, who banks it up and in. Patterson has her first two of the afternoon. 32-14 West Holmes. Lady Knights basketball. Here's Allie McMillan. Pass left wing goes to Claire Reynolds. Reynolds' three-pointer is going to be nothing but net. Claire Reynolds, her first points of the afternoon. 35-14 lead for West Holmes. Reynolds, the 5'7 junior for the Lady Knights. Full court pressure on. Embedded in the hands of Better. Now to Jakeway at three-quarters court. She'll find Patterson in the backcourt still. Working against Alexander. Patterson dribbles it. Pass deflected away, grabs it. Now into the front court just in time. Here's to the Yoder. Dumps it inside to Williamson, who grabs it under the basket. Big call for traveling as she moved that pivot foot on that grab. That'll be turnover number 25 on the Lady Bears this afternoon. And 5 of those, I believe, here in this third quarter. 35-14 Lady Knights. A little over 3 minutes to play in this third quarter of action. Pass into the front court by Rollins. Finds Rohr. In the corner grab by Katie Sprang. Back in the right wing. The dribble by Hannah Rohr. Back in the corner to Rollins. Rollins' three-pointer's up and nothing but net. Katrina Rollins has her second three-pointer of the afternoon. 8 points for her. 38-14 lead. Now for West Holmes. Lily Yoder in the backcourt. Gets a pass off. Received by Bowman in the backcourt against that pressure. Bowman gets called for carrying the basketball. Working it against Melanie Fair at midcourt. That's the 26th turnover now for Riverview. If you're in the market for new floor covering, stop into Fisher Decorating Center for a great selection of quality flooring, along with a professional service and installation. That's Fisher Decorating Center, helping you make your house a home since 1946. Claire Reynolds on the left wing shovels it out top now to Melanie Fair for the Lady Knights. Dribbles it. Pass right wing to Claire Reynolds. Her pass goes out top now to Rollins. Rollins dribbles it to the foul line, kicks it right wing, back in the hands of Claire Reynolds. Reynolds three-pointers up, in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Katrina Rollins. Her put back good, and a foul. Katrina Rollins. Now up to 5 points in the quarter. She has 10 for the afternoon, and at the foul line with a chance for a three-point play. Second team foul Riverview. And Olivia Spalding has her second personal foul as well. 40-14 West Holmes. Free throw up going to be no good. Rebound grab by Katie Sprang. Her putback is good off the glass. Katie Sprang up to 14 points, her first points of the third quarter. 43-14 West Holmes. Full court pressure on ball. Passed in the hands of Lily Yoder. And she'll find Shrimplin, who will cross the timeline. She'll dribble it out top. Kayla Shrimplin now between the circles. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Shrimplin to the right wing. Pass inside. Grab by Bowman in the right block. Double team. She'll pass inside the paint, goes to Spalding. Hits it left wing now. Three-pointer by Williamson is up and good. Actually, they say her foot was on the line. It will be a two-point basket by Jalen Williamson. That's her first 2 points. West Holmes ball. Katie Sprang dribbles it to the baseline. Cross-court pass to the opposite corner. Trying to find Fair, but knocked out of bounds instead by the Lady Bears. So West Holmes will inbound the basketball to the right of their own backboard. 1:40 to play in the third. Ella McMillan checking in to replace Claire Reynolds. Also in, going to be Preston Patterson replacing Jalen Williamson.
West Holmes has been doing a good job of rotating their players in. There's been a lot of fresh legs out there, so they can keep up that high-pressure defense.
No doubt about it. Here's Rollins. Dribbles it to the corner. Pass goes out top to Melanie Fair. On the left point to Hannah Rohr. Back in the left wing, the Rollins. Dribbles it, cross-court pass out top to Sprang. Sprang drives to the lane, and she'll split the double team, but draws the foul. And that'll be the third team foul of Riverview in this third quarter. So West Holmes to inbound it, beneath her own backboard. The foul called on Lily Yoder, her first personal foul. Inbounded to the corner to Melanie Fair, out top to Katie Sprang. Back in the right corner, goes over to Rollins. On the left wing, the Hannah Rohr. Her three-pointers up are going to be no good, but she was knocked to the floor on that shooting attempt. That'll be a foul on the three-point attempt for Rohr. The foul on Kelsey Bowman, her first 14 foul review, and there should be 3 free throws for Hannah Rohr. Good ball movement again that time for West Holmes.
Yeah, they've been doing an excellent job moving the ball around, trying to get it into the hands of several of their players.
That free throw knocked down by Hannah Rohr. That's her first point of the afternoon. Rohr, a 5'6" senior guard, averaging 5.1 a game. 71% free throw shooter. She had 3 points and 2 boards in that previous meeting against Riverview this season. Second free throw also good, and she'll have 1 more to go. Third and final free throw for Hannah Rohr. The senior lobs it up, and it will be off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed, however, inside by Melanie Fair, but her putback is no good. Rebound to Lily Yoder. Riverview basketball down 44-16. 1:11 to play in the third. Pass out top. Over to Bowman, but she'll throw it away. Stolen by Hannah Rohr. Rohr on the fast break. Nice bounce pass. Goes to a cutting Katie Sprang, who lays it up and in. Assist for Rohr, bucket for Sprang, and she has 16 points. 46-16 Lady Knights. 50 seconds and counting, third quarter. Patterson across the timeline for the Lady Bears. Her pass deflected right back to her. Double team, looking. Bounce pass goes high on the right into the hands now of Kelsey Bowman. Bowman's pass inside deflected, knocked to the floor, grabbed by Bowman. Bowman shot off the glass, going to be no good. Rebound slapped away and grabbed inside by Kayla Shrimplin. Three-pointer for the left wing, knocked down. Meanwhile by Preston Patterson. She has 5 points, all coming in this third quarter. West Holmes ball to the front court with 20 seconds to go in the third, 46-19. Looking for that final shot of the third quarter. Katrina Rollins will call out the play in front of the midcourt line. Her bounce pass goes to Katie Sprang. 9 seconds on the left wing, back to Sprang. 7 seconds out top to Katie Sprang now. Her three-pointer's up, no good. Rebound going to be grabbed inside by Lily Yoder as time expires in this third quarter. Through 3 quarters from the dungeon, it is West Holmes 46 and Riverview 19. Back in 60 seconds on WTNS and WKLM.
Let Domino's cook dinner for you. All day, every day, get a large 3-topping pizza, and now our handmade pan pizza with 3 toppings, 2 layers of cheese on a crispy golden crust for only $7.99. Carry out only. Don't miss out on this great limited time offer. Call us in Coshocton at 622-9345 or in Newcomerstown at 498-4131.
Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan from Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. February is all about interest-free money during the President's Day sales event. Ram is now offering 0% financing plus $3,000 consumer cash on all 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorns. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year for 3 years running. In the market for a sport utility? Get 0% for 84 months on 2021 Jeep Cherokee and Compass, or 0% for 72 months on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Dodge Durango. Hurry in during the President's Day sales event only at Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Play. Of course, the winner of this game moves on to face either the 4-seed Maysville or the 15-seed Indian Valley in the district semifinals next Thursday at 7 p.m. at the better-seeded team site. West Holmes with the basketball. That pass goes to the left wing, now to Allie McMillan. Goes out top of the pass to Claire Reynolds. Hands it off on the left wing to Mia Halverson. Now to Alexander out top. Back in the corner, grabbed by Allie McMillan. Back in the right wing. Here's the dribble by Patterson. Out top to Claire Reynolds. Reynolds drive to the foul line, to the lane. Runner by Reynolds off the backboard and no good. Rebound grabbed by Aaliyah Hardesty. Riverview has the basketball. And Patterson at three-quarters court picks it up. Double team, pass to the front court, received now by Hardesty. On the right wing, back to Patterson. Her three-pointers up in the air, going to be no good. Rebound to the 4, goes out of bounds off of Kayla Shrimplin's hands. So it will be West Holmes basketball. Third quarter numbers courtesy of Scott Miller. West Holmes 3 for 7 from three-point distance, good for 43%. Riverview was 1 for 3 for 33%. West Holmes 4 for 8 from 2-point range for 50% shooting. Riverview was 2 for 7. West Holmes 2 for 4 for the foul line for 50%. Riverview was 2 for 4 also from the charity stripe in that third quarter. Also, Riverview out-rebounded West Holmes 9-7 in the third quarter of play. However, 7 turnovers for the Lady Bears, 2 for West Holmes in that third period. West Holmes ball in the fourth. Alexander drive to the lane, kicks it right wing now to top, now to Kenzie Patterson. Patterson drive, fell down, gets a pass off, and tied up between Patterson as well as Claire Reynolds. Arrow does point to Riverview, so it'll be a West Holmes turnover. Their 7th of the afternoon. Just into the fourth, West Holmes out on top, 46-19. West Holmes would get an opportunity to host again in that district semifinal game should they move on and get this win. The ball thrown at midcourt, knocked out of bounds by Alexander. And Riverview will keep the ball to inbound it here at side court. Of course, West Holmes the 3 seed. Patterson to inbound this basketball. Her pass goes into the hands of Kayla Shrimplin, the 5'2 sophomore guard. Dribbles it across the half-court line. Shrimplin, bounce pass, goes right to the foul line to Hardesty. Her cross-court pass to Patterson on the left wing. Cross-court pass right side goes to Jakeway. Her three-pointer's up, going to be no good. Rebound going to be knocked away, and a foul called on Aaliyah Better going over the back of Mia Halverson. Great box out by Halverson to cause Better to go over her back. 15 foul Riverview in the second half, and Aaliyah Better has her third personal foul. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Subway player of the game as that player receives one complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subways in Millersburg. West Holmes ball out top to Alexander. On the left wing, received now by Kenzie Patterson. Shovels it out top now to, on the dribble by Allie McMillan. Goes right elbow to Halverson, out on the left wing, back to Allie McMillan. Left block inside to Claire Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it out top. Now to Alexander, her three-pointer's up, no good. Rebound grab by diving Allie McMillan. She'll throw it to the corner, goes out of bounds, and it'll be off the West Holmes. So there will be a Lady Knights turnover after that board. And Riverview will have the basketball. The 2021 Ford Bronco Sport and all-new Ford F-150 have finally arrived at Village Motors in Millersburg. Stop in soon and see for yourself at Village Motors. Riverview ball to the front court now. The dribble out top by Preston Patterson. Takes it to the right wing. Poke loose and stolen away, however, by Allie McMillan. 28 turnovers now for the Lady Bears in the ball game. Here's the drive by Alexander. Pass to the corner, received now by Reynolds. Reynolds to the baseline. Her runner's up, going to be in and out, and no good. Rebound going to be grabbed by Better. Aaliyah Better's pass goes over to Hardesty, who across the timeline. Dribbles it left wing, now to the baseline, and she'll be fouled on the reach-in by Kenzie Patterson. 15 foul West Holmes. Patterson has her first personal foul. Hannah Rohr in, Katie Sprang in, Katrina Rollins also checking in for West Holmes, while Kenzie Patterson, Claire Reynolds, as well as Allie McMillan will have a seat. 5.5 to go, 46-19 West Holmes. Riverview to inbound the ball beneath their own backboard. Preston Patterson looking. Finally a pass into the right block to Hardesty. Out top now to Patterson. Her three-pointer's up and no good. Rebound chased down to the corner by Katrina Rollins. Rollins across the half-court line. Pass left wing to Katie Sprang. Her three-pointer's up and going to be off the mark. Rebound going to be out of bounds. The Sprang tried to chase after it, but couldn't get to it in time. And the Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor this afternoon's Player of the Game as well. The Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger in order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Riverview basketball drive by Jakeway to the baseline, cut off on the left block, kicks it back in the left wing to Williamson. Her three-pointer's up and no good, and it goes out of bounds. And West Holmes will have it with 5:01 to play in the fourth. Again, that 46-19 lead. Nobody has scored so far in this fourth quarter. Rollins will dribble it, pass to the front court, received to the right wing by Hannah Rohr. Cross-court pass to Alexander, dribbles it, back in the right wing to Rohr. Rohr backs it up, back to Alexander between the circles to the left wing to Rollins. Bounce pass to the corner goes to Katie Sprang. Sprang drive to lane, cross-court pass to the corner goes to Rohr. Her three-pointer's up and no good. Rebound slapped in the hands of Rollins now. Out top to Alexander. Her three-pointer's up, in and out, no good. Rebound to LaFour, going to be knocked out of bounds off of West Holmes. So still no points in this fourth quarter for either team. West Holmes up 46-19. McRae alongside Scott Miller for the broadcast on FM 95.3 and WKLMFM.com. Also, of course, on FM 99.3 and mywtnsradio.com. And, of course, on our Facebook page on WKLM as well as WTNS this afternoon from Claxon Communications. Riverview basketball on the right wing. Here's the dribble by Lily Yoder. Pass goes to Jaquay on the left point. Now around the foul circle goes to Lily Yoder. Shovels the right wing. Now a three-pointer going to be up and good by Jalen Williamson. Williamson has 5 points, all coming in the second half. West Holmes ball. Here's Sprang to the left wing. Lost it, gets back to it. Her pass behind her goes to Alexander. Now to Rollins. Dumps in the left block to Katie Sprang, who has it stolen away by Lily Yoder. West Holmes has their 9th turnover. Riverview ball across the timeline. Jaquay dribbles it to the foul line. Pass to the corner goes out of bounds. Turnover on Riverview now. They're up to 29 turnovers on the afternoon. As Ella McMillan checking back in. Melanie Fair also in for West Holmes. Alexander as well as Halverson will have a seat. Mia Halverson, 5'10 sophomore. 3:40 to play. 46-22 West Holmes. Rollins across the timeline. Her bounce pass goes to Sprang on the left wing. Dribbles it, Sprang. Pass to Melanie Fair. Into the corner to Katie Sprang. Her three-pointers up are going to be knocked down. Katie Sprang has 19 points on the afternoon, and that is her second three-pointer. We got third three-pointer today. 49-22 Lady Knights. And foul called meanwhile on Hannah Rohr. Hand checking on Kelsey Bowman. The 16th foul on West Holmes, and Rohr has her second personal. At side court, inbounded by Kayla Shrimplin. Into the hands of Bowman. Bowman dribbles it against Rohr across the timeline. Takes it to the right wing, now to the corner. Her pass goes out of bounds, trying to wrap around that pass along the baseline, but no room to do it, and that'll be the 30th turnover today. Now Allie McMillan checking back in, replacing Hannah Rohr. Also out is Katie Sprang. And Mia Halverson will check back in. Also Emily Jaquay, Aaliyah Hardesty in for Riverview. And they'll replace Olivia Spalding as well as Lily Yoder.
I think Coach Snyder has wanted to make sure she gets a lot of her younger girls into the game throughout the game. You know, a lot of times you put them in maybe late in the fourth quarter, but she has tried to intermix her squads so that those kids can get some good experience, during the important parts of the game, because that may come into play a little later in the tournament.
No doubt about it. Three-pointer for the quarter by Rawls, up in, no good. Rebound of the opposite corner goes out of bounds. It'll be Lady Bears basketball, 2:41 to go. At Keim, you can shop in-store, place an order for delivery, or come to the yard and pick up your order without lifting a finger. Plus, you can now place orders for Local Express online at Keim.express. Keim, built on trust since 1911. 2:41 to play. 49-22 lead for the Lady Knights. Riverview basketball. Dribble by Bowman across the timeline, being hounded on the dribble to the right wing. Now to the corner, and finally bumped and fouled by Allie McMillan. That'll be team foul number 7, and Allie McMillan has her second personal foul, so it will be a 1-1 for Kelsey Bowman, the 5'5 junior guard. Has not scored so far this afternoon. 2:31 to play. 49-22 lead for West Holmes. Bowman with the free throw. That is going to be up, going to be off the mark. Rebound goes to Melanie Fair. Hands it off to Rollins. Rollins, because Hallie McMillan, I should say, pass to the right wing, grab down the far side. Back in the left wing, we're seeing now the dribble by Chloe Patton. Into the corner, now the dribble on the far side for West Holmes, inside the paint to Melanie Fair. Fair layup off the last, going to be good. Melanie Fair has her first two. 51-22 lead for West Holmes. Riverview with the basketball. Here's the dribble by Kelsey Bowman. Working against Allie McMillan again. Picks it up. Pass inside. Goes to cutting Lily Yoder. Yoder's layup was no good. Rebound going to be hauled in by Chloe Patton. West Holmes ball. Patton, a 5'7 freshman for the Lady Knights. In the front court is Keegan Uhl. She's a 5'6 freshman. Uhl has it on the right wing. 1:40 to play. Now the right block to Halverson. Kicks the left wing to Allie McMillan. Down in the corner goes to a wide open Chloe Patton. Her three-pointer's going to be knocked down. Chloe Patton knocking it down from deep. Her first points of the afternoon. And a timeout will be called with 1:31 to play. West Holmes up 54-22. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WTNS and WKLM.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
West Holmes looking to move on to the district semifinals next Thursday. I'll be back here at West Holmes against the number 4 seed Maysville with the 15 seed Indian Valley. That would be at 7 p.m. And Riverview has the basketball out of the timeout. That pass goes into the front court, received by Preston Patterson. Patterson working against Melanie Fair. Shovels a pass now high on the left side. Back inside along that baseline. Shot from the corner going to be off the mark by Kayla Shrimplin. Rebound grabbed by West Holmes, and that was by Keegan Uhl. Uhl across the timeline for the Lady Knights. 1:05 to play. Her pass goes out top to Chloe Patton. Back in the corner to Melanie Fair. Fair drive, lobs the left wing back in the hands of Uhl. Uhl dribbles it to the corner. Kicks it out top down to Melanie Fair. Fair drive to lane. Pass to the far corner. Pass out top, grabbed now by Keegan Uhl. On the right wing, back to Melanie Fair. West Holmes working the clock down. Final 45 seconds in counting. Here's the drive to the foul line by Uhl. Kicks to the right wing, knocked away, and diving steal for the Lady Bears will throw it right back. Turnover each way, and back to Chloe Patton's hands. Final 30 seconds, and now a timeout for West Holmes with 30.5 seconds to go. West Holmes up 54-22. Back in 30 seconds on WTNS and WKLM.
If you are involved in an accident, you want your vehicle to be repaired quickly and correctly? I'm Stacy Rice, Office Manager of Coshocton Collision, where we put you, the customer, first. We complete your auto body repairs as promised, we guarantee our word, and we use the latest environmental friendly paint products from PPG. Whenever you are involved in a collision, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call us at 623-7347.
Here's the dribble now top by Uhl. Drive and runner by Uhl is going to be up and good. Keegan Uhl will get that one to go. Her first two of the afternoon. 56-22 lead for West Holmes. Into the front court, Preston Patterson has it for the Lady Bears. 12 seconds to play. Shot for the foul line by Shrimplin is up no good. Rebound to the 4. Going to be corralled by the Lady Knights, and that was by Zaylee Schultz. 2 seconds to play. Three-pointer from the right wing going to be no good at the buzzer by Avery Arnold. And rebound was grabbed by Brianna Myers, and that will do it. West Holmes the winner by a final score of 56-22. West Holmes will improve the record to 18-4 for the number 3 seed in this district. They will advance on. Will West Holmes to the district semifinals next Thursday at 7 p.m., February 25th. And they'll be able a chance to host that game back here at West Holmes against either the 4 seed Maysville or the 15 seed Indian Valley. West Holmes now has won four of their last 5 games. Riverview will end their tournament run with a record of 3-16. Again, the final, West Holmes 56 and Riverview 22. Back to recap the game for you after this on WTNS and WKLM.
In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
With American National Life Insurance, you get coverage options that can be tailored to your individual or group needs, including whole life, term life, and universal life insurance. That combined with an agent who is ready to provide knowledgeable personal service for your financial security. Let the John Inello Insurance Agency be your insurance ally. Call us today at 740-295-9460. American National Insurance Company, Galveston, Texas.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center's urgent care is now open. When the unexpected happens, you can count on urgent care to get you back in the game. With a quick walk-in visit, you can be back on the road to recovery. Urgent Care is located at 406 South 15th Street in Coshocton. Open 7 days a week with no appointment needed. Visit CoshoctonHospital.org to learn more. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
You can't be an outlaw without breaking a few rules. It's our new independent 3-link suspension and the feel of 1,000 cc's of turf-defying power. It's a tougher-than-nails attitude that leaves a clean cut and every other mower in its wake. There's a new class of outlaws in bad boy country. Rule breakers, every one.
Get your bad boy mower at the Power Shop, County Road 9, West Lafayette, 740-545-9011.
Bad boy mowers. Mow with an attitude.
Hi, this is Jeff Drennan from the Jeff Drennan Dealerships, and it's time to talk about the power of 3. What is the power of 3? It's 3 dealerships, 3 times the selection, 3 times the service, and 3 times the people, and always the best deal. The power of 3 gives you 9 all-American made brands from GM, Chrysler, and Ford. Simply put, the power of 3 means you are covered. Look no further than the Jeff Drennan Dealerships and the power of 3 for your next vehicle purchase. Visit us today at jeffdrennan.com.
Coshocton Opportunity School is one of 86 high school dropout prevention and credit recovery programs in the state of Ohio. We received a rating of exceed standards in all graduation areas on our state report card. The Opportunity School has the #1 graduation rate of the 86 similar programs in the state. We're proud of the efforts of our students and staff to attain that ranking. It's a rewarding experience for all of our staff to see our students earn their high school diplomas.
Call the Coshocton Opportunity School at 740-622-3600 or call Becky at 740-295-7626.
It is the final this afternoon in Girls Division II Sectional Championship Basketball from West Holmes, and West Holmes with the 56-22 win over Riverview. And West Holmes jumped out to 21-4 lead after the first quarter as they would close out the first quarter on an 11-0 run to get that 17-point advantage. Each team scored 6 points in the second quarter, and West Holmes led 27-10 at halftime. West Holmes will come back, however, to outscore Riverview 19-9 in the third quarter, and West Holmes would open up a 46-19 lead through 3 quarters, and West Holmes also outscoring Riverview 10-3 in that fourth quarter of play, and West Holmes gets the win by the final margin of 56-22 over the Riverview Lady Bears. For the 3-seeded Lady Knights, leading the way for them, there were 2 players actually in double figures. Leading the way was Katie Sprang, as Katie Sprang in double figures for the 15th time this season. She had a total of 19 points. And also scoring for West Holmes in double figures, that was Katrina Rollins. She had 10 points. Rollins in double figures for the first time of the season. Rollins season high of 10 points, exceeding her previous season high of 9 points that she scored earlier in the year against Zanesville. So Rollins with her season high, knocking down 2 3-pointers on the afternoon. And also scoring for West Holmes, 7 points for Alicia Alexander and 5 points for Ella McMillan. 3 points apiece for Claire Reynolds as well as Allie McMillan. Also scoring 2 points apiece for Hannah Rohr as well as Melanie Fair and Keegan Ull. And 3 points scored as well by Chloe Patton for the contest. That's 10 players that score for West Holmes on the day for their total of 56 points. For Riverview, leading the way for them was Aliyah Better. She had 8 points, 5 points apiece for Preston Patterson and Jalen Williamson, and also 4 points scored by Olivia Spalding, running out the total of 22 for the Lady Bears this afternoon. Final score, West Holmes winner 56-22 over Riverview to advance on to next Thursday's district semifinal at West Holmes. Now for the final team numbers, here's Scott Miller.
Thank you, Matt. West Holmes, again, final score 56-22 over the Riverview Lady Black Bears. West Holmes was 9 of 26 beyond 3-point arc for 35%, while the Black Bears were 2 of 8 beyond the arc for 25%. From traditional 2-point free field goal range, West Holmes was 12 of 35 for 34%, while Riverview was 7 of 31 for 23%. West Holmes went to the free throw line 8 times, hit 5 of those for 63%, while Riverview attempted 7 shots from the charity stripe, hit 2 of those for 29%. Riverview out-rebounded West Holmes 35-30 on the game, and in turnovers, West Holmes had 10 turnovers on the afternoon, Riverview 31.
And West Holmes again a winner by a score of 56-22. They'll be taking on Maysville, who won 50-30 over Indian Valley today. They'll take on Maysville at West Holmes next Thursday in the district semifinals. Individual rebounding wise for today, leading the way for Riverview, that was Aliyah Better. She had 8 rebounds. 3 of those came at the offensive end. Also 4 boards for Aaliyah Hardesty and 4 rebounds also for Lily Yoder. For West Holmes, leading the way, Katie Spring had 5 rebounds, 2 at the offensive end, and also 4 boards for Katrina Rollins. She had 2 at the offensive end, and 5 rebounds also for Melanie Fair. West Holmes wins at 56-22. Again, West Holmes improving the record to 18-4. They'll take on Maysville, the 4 seed, at West Holmes next Thursday after Maysville won 50-30 over Indian Valley today. That will be next Thursday, 7 p.m. here at West Holmes. And take a look at our player of the games for today. For the WKLM listening audience, we'll give it to Katrina Rollins. And for Rollins, a season high of 10 points. And we're going to talk it off the air, Scott. You kind of pointed out a couple key three-pointers by her in this contest as well by Rollins for today, and kind of help really getting this West Holmes offense going. And Rollins will be our Subway player of the game. She'll receive 1 complimentary foot-long fresh value meal from the Subways in Millersburg. A lot of players really chipping in along with Rollins today for West Holmes.
Yes, and Rollins provided some good energy in there in that third quarter. Not only did she hit those 3-pointers, but she did get a couple key rebounds that kept West Holmes obviously out in the lead. And Coach Snyder did a great job of rotating a lot of players in, giving them some experience, because they're going to need that if they can continue to move down the tournament trail. It always helps if you have players who have been in a sectional game or in a tournament game, and I think that's very important. So yes, to see several players scoring that aren't used to being on the court or being in that scoring column, I think that's important. It's going to be good for the confidence going into next week's tournament game, as well. It bodes well for the future of West Holmes Lady Knight basketball.
For the WTNS listeners, our Warehouse Stekenstein player of the game. I'm going to go to Aliyah Better, the 6-foot junior post player. She finished up with 8 points to lead Riverview in scoring, as well as leading them in rebounds with 8 rebounds, 3 at the offensive end. Aliyah Better will be our Warehouse Stekenstein player of the contest, and she'll receive a certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and also an order of their legendary onion rings. So this is a Riverview team that's certainly an underclass team, and a lot of everybody had to deal with everything that came with COVID this year. But the underclass teams especially, there's still a lot to learn, and all the quarantine problems, that kind of just compounds the issue. And this is a Riverview team that certainly will benefit, I'm sure, from this experience this year, as Marty Bice was talking about, get more time at the gym this summer and a chance to get even better as a basketball team going forward.
And in both games with West Holmes this season, these are 2 storied programs. They have 8 state championships between the 2 programs, and but what I noticed in both games this season against West Holmes, Riverview, they don't quit. They don't give up. They continue to play hard. They listen to their coaches. Every time that their coach calls a timeout and comes to the sideline, he has constructive criticism for his players, and they take that to heart, and they get out there and they play really hard. And again, they are a young team. They're going to continue to get better, and I think their coaching staff will look forward to seeing these girls progress in the next year or two.
West Holmes a winner today, 56-22. Again, they'll improve to 18-4. They've now won 4 of their last 5. They'll play host to the 4-seed Maysville at West Holmes next Thursday in the district semifinals, 7 p.m. Again here in the Dungeon. And for Riverview with the loss, though, as the 16 seed end their tournament run with a record of 3-16 and losing their last 4. And of course, for for us for today. Boys regular season basketball for WKLM later on tonight. West Holmes at Mansfield Senior. Airtime approximately 7 p.m. for that. Tip-off at 7:30. And also for WTNS tonight, you can tune in as well to Boys Division III Sectional Tournament Basketball. That'll be on Facebook Live tonight on the WTNS Facebook page. You can watch that as well as listen to it on FM 99.3 and mywtnsradio.com. It'll be Edison at Ridgewood. Airtime approximately 6:45. Tip-off at 7 p.m. later on this evening. That'll wrap things up for us here from the Dungeon. Special thanks to Scott Miller, I'm Matt Croy, and also to Brogan Steinwell back at WKLM Sports Central. And also thanks to Claxon Communications providing also our Facebook Live feed today for WTNS as well as WKLM here for this afternoon. Again, the final score, West Holmes a winner 56-22 over Riverview. So long, everybody.
Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs of this broadcast are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.
High School Basketball on Facebook Live is a production of WTNS Radio and Claxon Communications.